Greetings everyone, today I'm gonna share with you how I finally managed to kill Zekvir on tier 2 and looted the voidy appearance of the Delver's Dirigible mount. I'm gonna show you the fight from start to end, and throughout it talk about the fight mechanics and give you my tips. Disclaimer, this is not meant to be a comprehensible guide to the fight. It's more of like a visual representation of how it went with me and my personal commentary. So this appearance drops in Zekvir's lair, which is a unique delve where you only have Zekvir to fight. There's nothing else, but the fight is pretty difficult. There's only 2 difficulties here, and the appearance drops on the second one, which gets unlocked after you complete any delve at tier 10 with lives remaining. I did this on my Paladin, who was eye level 618 back then. I had my Bis enchants, a couple gems. My Circe's Circlet Ring had these 3 citrines equipped, and I used the food that Brann provides. If you want to force Brann to spawn the fire, you have to go low on HP or mana. And so if you change your spec, it's gonna deplete your mana, and this will make him spawn the fire. Brann was of course in healing spec, level 33, and these are the curios that I selected. Lastly, this is my Retribution talent build. One very important thing to mention, Season 1 of The War Within is about to end, and so you only have just a little bit of time to get this. So the fight started. I did use my trinket, but you should leave your burst to later, you will see. Claw Smash is a cone that will deal a lot of damage, and so you want to avoid this because it's deadly. Whenever you see the purple circle, run out of it because it's gonna fear you and it's gonna deal damage. Enfeebling Spittle is a dot that will slow you down and deal a lot of damage, and so you want to disable this. The only way to disable this is to use a class-specific ability. For Paladins, it's Blessing of Freedom, and for the other classes, you can find them listed in the description. Angler's Web is another cone that you want to dodge, because it's gonna pull you to Zekvir and do a lot of damage. Now this is the main mechanic of the fight. Whenever he spawns the web cocoon, you want to DPS it down before it hatches, because if it does, a spider will come out and it's basically gonna kill you. You should leave all your bursts to this cocoon and try to kill it before it hatches. Also, as you've noticed, I interrupted his ability before I started DPSing the cocoon. He was casting Regenerating Carapace. This is his healing ability. It will heal him for 10% of his maximum HP. You should keep your interrupts for this one and always interrupt it. Angler's Web, dodge it. Enfeebling Spittle, use your class ability. Get out of the fear. Dodge Claw Smash. And as you can see, he's hitting me, and so I was taking the potions. Interrupt the healing. Kill the cocoon while dodging his abilities. This is all the fight. He will keep rotating between these. And so as you can see here, I was pretty unsuccessful with killing the cocoon and the spider spawned, but Paladin privilege, I used my bubble, and this is how I survived this. Enfeebling Spittle. Sometimes he will cast this on Brann, not on you, so you're not always gonna have to use your ability. Also, as you've noticed, whenever he hits you, he hits hard, and so you want to keep the potions that Brann throws to you whenever you need. Don't step on them by mistake. Again, Paladin privilege. So this was actually very well timed, because whenever he spawned this cocoon, he went to ascend. And so whenever he reaches 60%, he's gonna go into phase 2. Now he's gonna gain more abilities on top of the old ones, which will also be empowered. And so there's this swirly thing that you should avoid.
Interrupt.
And whenever he casts Angler's Web, these portals will spawn. And then whenever he casts the Fear, orbs will gonna come out of the portals. It's pretty easy to dodge these orbs because they're basically gonna come out of Zekvir through the portals, and so you wanna make sure you're not standing in a way where the portals are between you and Zekvir, and you're safe.
Watch your step.
As you can see, he threw the cocoon pretty far away, which is not good. You want to always try in a way to make Zekvir closer to the cocoon. And so yeah, you can have bad RNG in this fight. It's not just purely based on your mechanics, because he might spawn the cocoon pretty far away and start casting his abilities, which might be really bad for you. And so I think to avoid this, try to keep Zekvir maybe at the center of the room as much as you can, so that the cocoon is never too far away from him. Because I remember once he spawned it at the end of the room, I went to kill it and then he was healing himself and I was too late to interrupt it.
Watch your step.
So here Brann died. This is the first time Brann dies for me, and so I did not know what to do. So I noticed I could resurrect him, but then I noticed that it takes a lot of time, so yeah. It's okay if Brann dies, just try to survive by yourself because he's gonna come back. Brann is pretty immortal, he never dies.
Watch your step. Interrupt. Watch your step. Fear incoming. Grunter. Watch your step.
So as you can see, everything is in rotation now. There's nothing new. You just need to dodge everything. Paladin privilege again. Lay on hands for the second time.
Watch your step. Fear incoming. Watch your step.
It felt like it was a never-ending fight. All of a sudden, it ended, and I was like, what?
Nothing old Brann can't get through.
Then I had my last meal with Brann, and then a mini existential crisis to try to understand what just happened. Then I went to the Rostrum of Transformation in Dornegal at this location, and I applied the appearance. So if you want to go after it, I want to wish you the best of luck, and if you need help with anything, I'm ready to answer your questions in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.